Oop, there he is. Got him.
Got him. Ooh, got him. Got him, Jim.
Yep, I know. There's.
What did he
Look at it.
kill
He's
that
got a
thing?
big one with him too. He's got another big one with him.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't have it. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Huh.
You got a conversion rod?
No, that's all right. Just to see if we can get
It's
that one
okay.
there. That's fine. Wow.
What did he smoke that thing?
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
Sure.
They really hammered it, boy. I think that large profile bait, they,
Yeah,
you know what I
it
mean?
gets
They
their
come up,
attention, boy.
they mean business when
Yeah.
they want that. Do you want the net
Look
on
at
that
that.
guy,
Woo!
or do you want me to just,
Get out.
or do you want to
let's net
hand
him.
land them?
Yeah, I don't want to hand it. I'm not. There's too many treble hooks on there,
Yeah, I know. That's
and they are needle sharp.
Yes, I know. I'd be very, 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 very careful with that little runt. Yeah.
Whoa. Here, baby. Well, we got hooks everywhere.
Yeah, they really meant business. I know from yesterday's activities, boy, when them big brownies come up and they hit a bait of this structure, they mean business.
Wow.
It's all of a sudden crunch.
I got a feeling this is going to be a good day, James. When you start with one like this and it had a pair hanging around with her. This is this new, I love fishing new baits. And Rapala always has some home runs. And this bait is their new topwater bait, and it's called a Jowler. And it's a big bait. This is not for finesse fishing. This is a big boy bait. And one thing about big smallmouth, they like hitting topwater, and big pieces of topwater, when they're on the bite, you call up the biggest fish in the school.
Got it? Yep.
The Jowler, look at that lip design. I looked at that thing, this thing's so different. It walks, it does stuff the way it walks through the water. It's so easy. I guarantee you this baby is a home run. You're a smallmouth, largemouth fisherman, you get on topwater bites, this baby's here to stay. It's gonna make some news in the bass fishing world.
Boy, I know one thing, it really cast a long distance. He was saying you can get this bait. It's sort of interesting. You can actually, if you can fish it so slow, it's actually like a jump bait, but then it's also got that weird cup lip, and it actually spits water. It's sort of nice in the fact that what you can do with a bait like this, you can actually have a bigger profile bait making a lot of noise. You can call fish from deeper water with it. And it's got a rattle in it too, so it's sort of, I mean, you can hear it. If I can hear it at 10 feet away, that's saying something. Oops, there was one right there. Look at him. There was one following it right there. The cool thing about this bait is the fact that what you can do is actually sit in one place really and almost jump it back and forth, as well as fish it pretty quickly as well. So you can sort of fish it either way, which is sort of nice. You know, we're on lake with really giant flats on it, and it gives you an able to cover a lot of water pretty darn quickly. But not only that, it's changed the speed and the cadence of the bait based on, you know, if you're fishing a real specific edge, I can really slow down, you know, where you got to dump off on some of these reef systems or like boulders right along the base or along the perimeter of it. In some cases, what I might want to do is really slow it down. But like when I'm up on top, you know, you can actually sit there and really, you know, move pretty quickly.
You know, last night we had a big storm come through, and yeah, you know, the morning bite like this, the fish are not going to be quite as aggressive as they will as sun warms everything up and you get going again. So you could fish this thing a lot slower, you know, over these rocks and call them up, give them time to look at the bait needed. Later in the afternoon, when they get on a bait like this and they're active, cover as much water as you can. The faster you can fish it, the more you move the bait, the bigger the fish, the more the strikes you get. And it's got that single knocker. Listen to this thing. That knocker's got a lot to do with blending it with the kind of plastic that the bait is made out of. You know, that's just another element. Sight and sound on this thing, sight and sound. I remember when Rapala sent us these baits and they say, man, you got to take a look at this thing. It's one of our test models. This is what we're looking at introducing to the marketplace, and for some a new topwater style bait for big fish. What do you think of this thing? I first looked at it and I said, man, like for smallmouth. I said, boy, that's an awful big bait. I don't know. Yeah, you know, I don't know. Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, they like them big baits. They like that noise, and well, that's the nature of the smallmouth. I should have knew better. I knew they would like it. After I threw it in the water, I made one cast with it. One cast, and I looked at the, there I got it. I told Jimmy, I says, they're gonna like this bait. They're gonna like it. Look at this. Whew. They're gonna like this bait. One cast in the marina with it just to check it. Yeah, it's so much fun. Ooh, there's another down there with that one too.
With them, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. What do you say? You want to do a little tail walk in here? No? Okay. We'll just get you in the boat here.
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
It really snouts them, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I know, even after you get the bait off, it keeps on hooking them. Yeah.
Look at the size of that bait. To give you an idea, and man, they're liking it. What's the old cliche? Want to catch bigger fish? Fish bigger baits. And that's true in muskies, pikes, smallmouth, largemouth, crappies, everything. Catch everything. Want to catch bigger fish? Fish bigger baits.
You know, in bass fishing today, it's not only for smallmouth, but for all different species. There's been a really dramatic trend in various types of finesse fishing, you know what I mean? Even in professional bass tournaments, swimming minnows with forward-facing sonar, drop shotting, you know, Senko fishing, stick worming, you know, shaky head and net thing. But the thing is also there's been an interesting trend in really big profile baits, large profile baits, where I'm talking those great big swim baits that those guys are throwing. You know, when they get a limit of fish, they're only looking for 1 or 2, 3 fish, you know, great big bites. You know, so what they're doing is using big soft plastics, big swim baits, big baits like this to trigger, you know, when you need 5 to 8 pound bites, you want to be throwing something big because those fish are just used to eating like that, you know, eating large prey items.
You know, you talk about these bigger baits for years and years and years when you're fishing big pike and muskie in particular in the lakes that we fish. It is not rare at all in a day to hook up on somebody's single big smallmouth or even largemouth in a lot of the lakes. You know, and they're the top end fish. You know, and it's no surprise doing it. Yeah, you know, so, you know, we've seen that for years, you know, but certain baits are actually designed right to really fish for those fish. And this baby is one of them, for sure.
Oop, there's one right there, out. Right there. He's to the right of my bait, though. I just saw him come up.
Did you have a looker?
No. It just came up and he hit something else, like a bug or something. Got him that time. He was a little bit softer on that one there. Oh, gosh. He's, just a little rascal. Huh, that goes to show you. Look at that guy. No wonder I missed him the first time. Look at that. You can see that this guy had the right attitude. Look at that thing. The profile of the bait, it goes to show you what these guys are willing to bite. Oop. I think I need some pliers. There you go. But you know what I mean? Look at that size structure of the bait. You can see how aggressive those guys are. If they're willing to hit. You can see when the fish we're targeting in here, there's a bunch of like 5 to 6 pounders, which is going to be really stellar at some point in time during the day here.
You know, so many of our lakes today are clearer than they've ever been. And to a large extent, that's because of zebra mussels getting in them. And some of the best smallmouth lakes in the country, whether it's in Canada or US water here, Yeah, you know, some of the better ones, they have zebra mussels in them, and they've cleared the water up tremendously. And smallmouth notoriously have loved to hit topwater baits all year long. I mean, certain bodies of water, when they're out hunting, minnows in the morning, or depending on the forage base, you got a structured pile of rocks here, and in back of you, these fish, you'll all of a sudden see them breaking over 30, 40, 50 feet of water, single breaks, and they're running bait. And the topwater is the best way there is to catch them. They you know, that high, they're looking up, they're programmed looking up, they're running around like crazy, and they're in a kamikaze bite. But that's just accelerated more than ever before. Yeah, you know, and this topwater bite on smallies, it's always been there, but nothing like it is now, and surely not the size of the fish. 25 years ago, a big one was 3.5 pounds in a lot of these lakes, so 4 are rare. Now 4s are common fare, 5s are pretty decent fish. Yeah, we're weighing 6s in, we're seeing some 7s come in, and even a rare fish in high 7s or even over that. But I mean, they're bigger and better than ever before, and a lot of those fish are biting on topwater baits. It's amazing, amazing. Oh, got him, Jim. Oh.
That looks like a big boy.
This one likes to show itself. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Whoa.
When you're fishing these big baits like this, them little small, you're calling, they look at it and they say, I'm not ready for that yet. But the big boys, they look.
Yeah, I know.
You know, they say, I like biting on something big. You know, give me the right kind of meal. And big is better when I'm dealing with a bite like this. Big is better. Hang on.
Whoa. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh boy. There you go.
Yeah. This one's got a bit of a belly on it.
Yeah.
Been eaten away. You know, I really believe there's something about showing the fish something that they haven't seen before. This style, this particular bait, the action, the noise, everything. You say there's all kind of jump bait, there's prop baits, there's poppers and da-da-da. This thing is a little bit different, and in many, many cases, the fish know the difference. And we're seeing this. We're seeing the fish know the difference. You'll look at it and say, well, it's just another, you know, nice looking walking bait. I'm gonna give it a try. It's proven to be a little bit better than the normal bait, and I believe it is something in the action, that single knocker, the noise, everything that is making a difference. It's something different, and it'll be hot for a while. You want to be on your favorite lake if you're a smallmouth fisherman throwing this baby. You might have the new secret lure on that lake for 2 years.